Greetings, Aries. Welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here. For the week, as usual, we will pull a rune, a tarot card with the runic tarot deck, and another rune of clarity here at the very end. We will also get a oracle card from the Dragon's Path. This week is what we're using, Dragon's Path Oracle deck, so stay tuned for that, please, Aries. In your energetic path here, we have the rune of Fehu. Fehu is all about the abundance, aspects of abundance. This is the rune of cattle, divine downloads, as far as pulling in that abundance instead of reaching out and being distracted and not present with our energies of the reigning in abundance, aligning with what abundance is. Maybe challenged or blessed with abundance in our recent past here. So take what resonates here, Aries, leave what doesn't. Ace of Pentacles reversed clarifies this card, or excuse me, clarifies this rune. So yeah, probably challenges with this for sure. This card even has Fehu and Berkana on it. And this Ace of Pentacles is about like the epitome of Fehu, of abundance, of where you're placing, where you're beginning your abundance. This is the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So yeah, definitely challenges here with abundance, and thorough ones at that, thorough adjustments needed, divinely guided and very grounded thorough adjustments. The resource here in your energetic past could have been more thoroughly guided by and reached for what was outside of you for abundance, kind of making it a wrong direction, wrong directive kind of energy. Here's what I'm getting intuitively here, Aries, but take what resonates here, leave what doesn't. But with the resource here clarifying all of this here, this has been a very much a due diligence, doing your research, aligning your energies, making sure that you have your ducks in a row, your mise en place, right? Your mental mise en place, your mess in place, your ducks in a row, your situation, your I's are dotted, your J's are and your T's are crossed. All of that, all the detailed stuff, even the petty detail stuff. So this could be something from the details kind of coming up and biting you about that abundance. I don't know. Let's see what this is in your energetic right now, in your present. All right, Aries. In your now energy, this is Tiwaz, the God Tears rune. This is how are you showing up for yourself? How are you showing up for the collective? What are you sticking up for? That is balanced, true, just, and divine, kind of like the Libra energies here. Always kind of brings up that scales of justice. How are you showing up for things in your life, right? How are you showing up for your own inner convictions? What you know to be just and true and good in your life. Here we have the Wheel of Fortune clarifying your Tiwaz. So with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, clarifying your Tiwaz, this is very much, yeah, you're challenged with how you're showing up in your life. These cycles that you're needing to break. Yeah. Needing to be flexible, durable. This is Iwaz, the U branch, the Y-E-W, U tree, U branch. So this is needing to be durable, flexible, strong, right? To weather out this kind of storm, to be flexible like that tree is to be very, very strong and very durable. Yeah, because this has been a rough road that you've elected to go through. Whether you admit that this is your choice or not, Aries, this is 1,000,000% how you show up and your choice in your life. Let's look at your near future. We have Odin's rune, so we'll get a rune of clarity here from another runic set here. So this is, not every reader uses Odin's rune, but I use it as something that is either hidden from you or something that you already know, which we'll get another rune of clarity from a completely unused set here at the very end. I think this is something that you already know, but with this being in your near future, very much could be something that is hidden from you. Here we have Death card reversed. Interesting. So sort of like Phoenix from the ashes kind of energy is what I'm getting. Kind of resurrection or a retry kind of energy. That refusal to give up, or the stick-to-itiveness of all of this. I really think this is something that you already know. Is clarified here by Odin's rune. So we'll get yet another rune here at the very end for more clarity here. So got Odin's rune twice. So something that's hidden from you, something that you already know, with Death card reversed to clarify all this. So Aries, this is definitely a divinely mandated message for you out there. Somebody definitely needs to sit with this energy very clearly. They're very much needing to take this message into consideration. Okay, so what's the influence energy right now? Influence energy for right now for Aries is in Isa. This is Iwas, this is Isa. Okay, I was looking at the rune. So Isa, the ice rune. This is like maybe feeling rigid, stuck, slow, like your emotions are kind of froze over here. This could be the other way too, where this is a period of rest and needing to go within and slow down. And so let's see what the card of clarity is here. Ten of Wands reversed. Interesting, a lot of reverse cards here for you right away, Aries. So not small ones either by any means. So Ten of Wands reversed. Yeah, you're definitely in this kind of like isolation, kind of withdrawal. Something maybe like a wounding preventing you from this good direction, this healthy direction of abundance. Maybe this challenge of abundance from you in the past, but this is very closed off energy where you're kind of sticking to what you know and not really. I see you kind of refusing what's all these other options that are out there for you, is simply based on the fact of they're not familiar. Like it's not familiar enough energy for you. Well, that's kind of the whole point, Aries, to make them familiar. Right? What's the rune of clarity for this? Okay. Yeah, the present right now is fertile soil. This is the god Ing's rune, Ingwas. Healing your ego, getting over yourself, getting over it, really. This is needing to kind of heal that divine masculine within ourselves. All right, Aries, this is very much that influence of that, knowing that the present is a very fertile soil, right, where you get to plant those seeds. I start new ideas, new concepts, new paths that you have, that you're kind of closing yourself off to. And needing to work on that sense of self, the sense of ego, and how you're showing up, needing to be strong and flexible and durable right now, as much as it might suck. But yeah, let's see what your advice is. Right? Yeah, your advice is okay. So you got the divine masculine and divine feminines. Both runes are both in here for you, Aries. So Lagos here. And your advice to do for now, like ground your emotional depth, your emotional energies. You're maybe just even going to a body of water and viewing it. Lagos is the rune of lake, sea, flow, water, dousing with water, right? So doing all that sort of maybe water ceremonial type of work. I'm seeing water bearer energies here too, maybe an Aquarius energy around you, kind of needing to ground and center in those, in listening to your intuition, that sense of flow, like firm up the banks of the river, so to speak, so the divine feminine has a good container in which to flow. right? So working both, needing to work both on that divine masculine and feminine balance is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, Page of Wands reverse clarifying. Now is not the time to do the new things for outer work. This is all inner work for you, Aries. Yep. This isn't looking outside for the answer. This is going within for your communication with like yourself, your self dialogue, your divine downloads, your how you communicate with your divine source self. This is Ansus, right? This is needing to pay attention to signs, prophetic dream work, divine downloads, deja vu. On any of your clairs could be popping off, claircognizance, clairsentience, clairaudience, all of those, right? We have over 6 of them. Every one of them, one of us has those gifts. Okay, so look at Ansus. Looks like it has Lagus on here, like ×2. So that's more of that intuitive knowing and pulling in that intuitive and spiritually gifted kind of communication type of energy. This is deep, profound communication. Okay, so Aries, this is going within for your inner dialogue, like having a good self-talk with yourself, maybe doing some mirror work, maybe even settling things here in your dreaming or waking life, maybe doing lucid dreaming work. This is definitely a lot of going within, though, for that emotional healing, that emotional repair, and adjusting your sense of flow and presence accordingly. Take what resonates here, leave what doesn't, though, and your outcome is the rune of Aries. So this is the horse rune. This is that pilgrimage kind of energy where you're stepping away with this other energetic source that's proven itself to you time and time again throughout your life, like man's best friend, the horse. Here it goes. So with Aries, the horse rune, this is that reciprocative, being able to lead and be led kind of energies where you're in that gentle kind of relationship, reciprocative, right? See how this looks like Lagus mirroring itself? You got a mirror of Lagus, so like you're somebody where you, or some other energetic source, or like your relationship with yourself, your divine significant other, divine source, however this resonates here with you, this energetic source that's proven itself to you kind of reflects and recharges your emotional clarity, your intuitive downloads, and you kind of like, yeah, you get this in your outcome here, this beautiful like journey that you're going on. It feels like a pilgrimage, like a spiritual recharge kind of energy. This is beautiful. You have the sun up here in your outcome for the clarifying card here. This is awesome, Aries, because the sun on this card, it's all of these beautiful feelings of just natural success and abundance, kind of like that depicts Soilo there on the card as well. So being present, being authentic, being just shining like yourself and being in flow with and being present with it now, authentically being yourself in a better way. Like I see you doing a lot of that inner work here, Aries. Good job if that's you out there. Rune of clarity for this is, yeah, the ending of that cycle, making new beginnings, beginnings making endings. This is the rune of Yera, meaning year. Yera means year. This is irreversible as well. This is that space in between cycles where we're learning from that previous cycle and making adjustments and adapting into the new one, like the harvest here. When we do a harvest at the end of a cycle, right, prepares us for the next one. Okay, so here you're kind of learning and you're recharging and learning for that, getting into the new next cycle, which is Odin's rune reversed twice with the death card reversed. So this is interesting. This is like a big unknown future kind of resurrection energy for you. Rune of clarity here is on Zeus. More of those spiritual downloads, those spiritual gifts. Meditation could be easier for you. But I see you like more listening to your divine communication, balancing that communication, like the invisible strings attached to it. Is it kind of divisive or not? Like kind of healing that dialogue with the inner self, with divine source, with how you communicate with others, how you hold the space for that communication kind of container here, balancing out a lot of that divine feminine and masculine again in the process. Yeah, leading by example. You got Kenaz clarifying your second rune here, manifesting, really getting into your kind of like this is with the death card reversed here, and Kenaz, the torch, the fire, the light in the dark, right? I see this like the phoenix from the ashes, like a divine download, a sign that you're going to be like in this big like rebirth kind of into, you're getting back into like creative leadership kind of energies here in your very near future, which is awesome. That's very beautiful. Aries, let me know in the comments below how this all resonates. Here we have the Dragon Path Oracle deck for your card of clarity this week. Divine, please show us clearly what message of clarity does Aries need to hear for this week's divinely guided rune reading. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have the card of transformation. Look at that. Beautiful. It looks like a monarch winged looking dragon here. And this is the card number 3 of transformation, the dragon of transformation. So we're going to read about that. And it says a new you is emerging. And I see this within yourself. It's kind of interesting we didn't get Dagas in your rune reading, but this is more just like doing inner work, like you know what needs to be adjusted. It's not necessarily reinventing yourself a ton, but this is definitely setting some things right within you, and this is therefore an inner transformation, that inner pilgrimage. This says let it all go of. Let it go of fear, let go of pain, let go of doubt, anger, sorrow, and guilt. Transformation tells us that you no longer need these experiences. They're in your past. They have completed their task and have no place in your future. By holding on to them, you're only keeping yourself trapped in old patterns that are no longer of use or necessary to you. A new you is emerging, maybe a quieter, more considered you, but certainly a more powerful you. Having lived through a great many things, now's the time for you to put that experience to good use. Follow your inner guidance and let your old habits and worries slip away. There will always be those who question what you do, but that is their journey and you are on yours. Follow the steps laid out before you, trusting your own inner light as you move toward a fresh way of being you. This transformation can be on any level and can affect every part of your life or any part of it. So enjoy it and look out for signs, in particular symbols. Dragons love symbols, and so does divine. So like spirit signs, spirit animals, numbers, right? All those sort of things. As you're guided by the dragon of transformation to take your next steps, be open to those. Let's see what the next page said. Okay, that was it for that page, and that's a beautiful message to add to it for clarity, Aries. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week.